All right, Taurus. This is your October 2022 reading, Lenormand reading. Lenormand, whatever you want to call it. All right. That one don't want to go in. Excuse me. Oh, my nose is itchy. What does that mean? Money's coming? Well, that's when your palms are itchy, right? It's so funny that that ended up in the same position that it was the last time. I'm gonna leave it. Something about a statue. There's something coming through about a statue. In the yard. Some kind of yard statue. That'll be something a Taurus person in the garden. You folks love to sit and bask in the sun in your own garden. Whether that garden be like, you know, your room or outside and in the little sanctuary that you created for yourself. Kind of moving it along now. Checking to see if the camera's working. I'm sorry, my camera freezes a lot. Like I'm using my laptop. I don't know. It can be difficult. I'm not on that. Taurinis, Taurus, the bull, the bathing bull, beauty. The bathing bull of beauty. Oh man. All right, Taurus. It'd be nice if this thing would. Let me try to shrink it. See, I'll minimize it to see if it will click back in. Come on, please work. Please work. Please work. Gonna put a little light. Maybe change it. Oh, that's fooey. And it looks so. You can see my like lard. Like little chichos, like, oh, well, I ain't no Vanna White these days, folks. Maybe next time. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna just continue to do this because this is getting 5 minutes in here. Come on. Let's go. So frustrating. You know, it's like, do I really? Okay. Finally. Well, it's still frozen, but it's moved along now. It's really connecting, like 5 minutes behind schedule, but still. Well, here we go. I'm moving my ruler in front of the camera. It's not registering anything. We must continue. Okay, so and this what's encompassing this, surrounding the situation of this month. A new way to travel, a new road to travel. Visitors that are having other options to go somewhere, visiting multiple visitors. This could also be multiple visitors. It could be multiple paths to take, visiting somebody, different roads, taking the back roads, taking the main way. And there's visiting and there's travel involved with this. Also, there's messages that are coming from multiple avenues as well. And this could have to do with how somebody sees, how somebody's being seen in their death. This could have to do with multiple visitors that are coming at night from the dead, if you're a psychic medium or something like that. This also could have to do with dreams that are stopping. There could be a visitor within your dreams. This could have been a passed on loved one that you stopped having these dreams. There is some sort of connection or relevance to this in terms of a promise. A return was promised, or some kind of sign. These are synchronicities as well. A friend that everyone loved. Loyalty that is seen by other people. I see friends' dreams as well. So this could be, you could have an astral kind of situation that you've been visiting a friend in your dream, or they've been visiting you in your dreams, that stopped all of a sudden. At night when things go quiet as well, so everything stops at night, you get very psychic downloads. You might have some astral projection situations that come into play. Okay, here we go. We're back in business. My home. Speaking of the home, family. Family in the home. Go figs. What about that? Well, I see Taurinis, Taurus, that there are some secrets of the home. Somebody in the home could be doing some reading about health or spirituality or ancestral lines. Also, like a book of your ancestors. This is in a family tree. So somebody could be working on their genealogy or their heritage, doing that 23andMe or whatever stuff. and the connections to the family that are associated with that. It's an organization of connections. So, or a channel, a direct link to these connections, an internet organization as well. So that's, somebody could be doing your family lineage within the home. You're going to realize that you have there were a lot more kids. There's an abundance of children. This is a big family, whoever's doing this. Your extended family could have a lot of kids that you haven't met yet. There could be an invitation to visit these. Or a gift of money for somebody for some reason. It's coming through. We'll get to the other stuff in a minute. You might have known that you had somebody, a sibling, a family member, through the grapevine, that you just had a psychic inkling or a gut feeling that there was something else going on in your family, that you would maybe have a dream about this random person or something, and that information is coming through as correct because somebody's doing the work on your family history. Something's coming up with that. Taurus. Spiritual ascensions. Maybe after a time of spiritual night. What was that? Night soul. Dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul. That's another thing. There's like an elevation of or progression of spirits. A progression of. There's also movement, so that's kind of like Merkaba. It's like a more literal interpretation of spiritual progression or ascension. From illness or burden, there's an uplifting energy. The inability to see this for a long time, an organization might have had some trouble, a health organization might have had some trouble diagnosing you. If you were a woman, especially, you had like a little something, a little ailment, a little thing that kept bothering you, and finally that is being exposed. They're finding out, and there's a test that will be done, a test that will actually make you happy or feel passionate. This might actually strike a passion within you to go towards some kind of medical career. Where's my anchor? Yep. Yes. I know it. What else? Sorry if I keep smacking myself. I guess I'm masochist for punishment right now. Whatever you call it. Speaking of that, what's giving you recurring troubles? Recurring troubles with a deceitful person. Where's the little sucker? Right here. She's a woman. Usually is. The snake can be the other woman. It can be somebody with brown hair and glasses. Don't tell anybody it's me. I'm actually born in the year of the snake, so this card doesn't always mean bad things. It can just mean like somebody who's quiet, who likes to read and has glasses, and is very charming but yet introverted. They might be a little bit manipulative, but not necessarily in a bad way. But right now, you seems to be fighting with this person. You're fighting with somebody who is a pain in the butt, and it's about some kind of trip to a man that's a friend. So you might be fighting about going some sort of method of transportation or a method of visitation, a route to take in terms of going to visit somebody that's a friend. And this friend could be having a party, but he's a popular person. Maybe you both kind of are set on him. Seems like a happy guy. He might be... What's being exposed? Some communication of some kind or some message. So maybe you're fighting with a friend that you're supposed to go visit another friend that's a man together, and it turns out that you were interested in him romantically, and you thought you were the only one, and this person is also interested in him romantically and has been talking to him already. And that leads you to have like some sort of spat with this person, recurring arguments. It also could just be that you're making a trip with a friend to another friend's place, and you're arguing about how to get there, what method, what route to take, what method of transportation, or when it's going to occur. What you're investigating this month. The past. Challenges of the past. A woman with another woman. A meeting. Social career. You might be kind of interested in some kind of celebrity marriages this month for some reason is coming through. Divorce within that. Crossroads of commitments. For some reason that's coming through for me. It's not really like, might be a magazine that you're reading or investigating, or just become interested in something. There's a peak of interest here is what's coming through. There's people piquing your interest about things that they're doing or saying. There's peaks of interest within like things that happen to you in your own health, in your own life, that end up giving you kind of like a new passion or hobby or career. There's popularity that is ending for... Somebody is not... Fighting with this woman is... Why is this woman such a fighter? Why? This can be a problem when it lands on, sometimes when a card lands on a significant or house, it's harder for me to read because it represents another woman and it's on the woman. So another woman that likes women, a lot of gossip. The truth coming out through somebody's prying or spying or slying. So there's loss here. There's Um, there's confusion about the singularity of somebody or the solidarity of someone. It feels like that's being taken away. The confusion is at least being taken away, which is exposing someone's motivationals, their truth, what motivates them, the truth about what motivates them, or a move somewhere, a move towards. So there's an argument about commitments, coming to a crossroads within commitments, a promise that is kind of, when I think about it this way, like this kind of commitment, there's like one path, right? Just through the tunnel of this commitment, there's the marriage, there's the promise, there's that. But then with the crossroads, it's almost as if there's a diverging of that promise. So there's somebody's eye might be wandering, and I can see that here because there's new sets of eyes. There's a wandering of promise, of commitment, a wavering, I should say. Wavering commitments, how you see a commitment might be changing. There's some kind of prying or investigation or schooling that is being blocked by depression, anxiety, the inability to see forward, or maybe that is the inability to be seen is being blocked as well. Confusion that is being blocked. Confusion that's being blocked. The covered up. There's something that's being covered up here. Where's the moon? Yep. It's been done over and over again. This woman's family might not know that she has a certain type of lifestyle or orientation or identity or whatever. And that's causing, there's been a lot of things that have been purposely put in place to confuse and, layers of protection almost as well from what the confusion, an inability to remove a blockage to be able to get through some confusion, blocking of truth, a commitment to moves. There's also psychiatric or mental health here. So there's somebody who's got head injury or who's burdened by what goes on up in their head here. Could be an illness of the brain, a mental health issue. I do see this being, feeling alone, depressed. There's challenges with depression, potentially. This is long-term difficulties with the health. This has been a long-term health situation. A career also in health. deception of truths, an abundant deception of truths. And what are these abundance? Auditory. This could be somebody who deals with schizophrenia as well. There's an investigation into what's real and what's not real. This is also that ending, that what is in the dark is going to end. Whatever comes to light will be written, like a formal writing of some kind of, this is by a man, about troubles or deceit of the woman. Movement of truth, going someplace that is for peace. A trip to somewhere old. Trip's peaceful trip. Somebody who's married to somebody in the family has a secret that's exposed in some kind of writing. A man gets a message or writes a message to another woman about maybe them being usually with other women, or that person might be talking to them about another woman that they're interested in or that they're partnered with. There's a lot of gossip about the other women, whether it's a woman's other woman or a man's other woman. And then there's a journey or a trip. It could be from the past as well. An old friend, might be wise to take a trip to a man who's happy because maybe this person has been going through some mental health challenges, and everyone sees this person as a good friend as well. You might admire this person for being a good friend to you during this time if you're going through this sort of thing. Love that is happy, that is exposing. So love that comes in quick. It could be on exposure. This also could be a picture. A Polaroid picture. Love that comes in quick. Something you love doing that's fast. So taking a Polaroid picture. An aquarium. Somebody could be going to an aquarium with a Polaroid picture or a Polaroid camera and taking pictures. Because I see immediacy of these pictures. There's no need to develop. It's a success. It's fast. With a scythe. Love. Love that is painful, exposes some kind of letter. An abundance of gossip. Movements or trips abroad. And this could be a burden for this woman. And why would it be a burden? Because it's happened over and over again. And she has a child in daycare, a child that you know, in the social setting of things, she's worried about her children being burdened by this. The other woman, this could also be a woman who is burdened by the fact that her daughter is a lesbian, and she wants to protect her, obviously, from the social aspect of that. Where's the garden? Garden. Ollie. Garden. Wow, that's when you really can't find your own way here. Where is it? Down here. Yes. I'm worried about where the daughter's going to stay during this process of transition. What's between the woman and the man? Yep. So these two are both living in the same house. There's secrets within the family. Okay, so then this could be, just deciding where the daughter's going to go to daycare, because we're not going to have two people able to really organize this child's life in the same way as they used to. So somebody's might be moving. Where's the ship is moving? The ship house is yep. So there's definitely a move for somebody. Where is the ship? I know, it's so frustrating that I lose these things right as I find them. Here we go. Moving because it's the right thing to do. It's the honest thing to do. Moving for peace. And moving in with a friend that's a guy, maybe. This man could also be somebody who's homosexual, or yes. Sexual things, that sexual male visitors that are taking with men. So that I do see that she might be taking the kid and going to stay with a gay male friend of hers. In terms of finances this month, Taurus, it looks like you're going to be setting down some financial roots. This would have to be to do with career. Like I said, you could be developing some sort of health practice that's going to help you in your career, or your health is going to improve and that's going to be really good for your career, or your business is going to help you get established within your career. Your lineage, your ancestors could play a big thing in terms of finances in the coming days or months. There's also securing communications. So communications with a child. Watching children. So there could be some form of babysitting or childcare that's going on that's securing some finances for you guys on the side. This would also be, watching. Side job, your interests, goals, progress with children is indicated this month. What kind of indication would it be? They might get a new friend. You might get a new dog. And that dog would be a big dog, as they promise to the responsibility. I don't really see this as a responsibility card, but it could be a rule book. This is troubles with authority, being a burden. Why are they being a burden? Because of the dog being large. So if you have a large animal, make sure it's okay with where you're living. Cutting a key, cutting up sharp answers, progress, sharp, swift things that happen that are snappy, whippersnapper, kind of. The key, the answer is loyalty, is promised, almost. There's something you can rely on. An ability to see confusion that is lonely, depression that is lonely, being alone, friend that comes in quick, an inability to see that someone's lonely, child socializes, maybe the child is gifted the dog because they're lonely and they need some kind of friendship, and that's why this is given or gifted. The gift could be a gift of money as well, or a gift of a lot of gifts, a lot of flowers, a lot of so there could be a lot. Let me try to find something that indicates it too in here, so before I make anybody nervous, or there's no need to like worry. It's a generalized reading, but I know that when people say things, sometimes people take them very literally. So, the ending of a dream, or the ending, a dream that is nearing its end, psychic intuition that is going quiet. I feel like, though, it's how you're recognized. Somebody's status could be changing because of a death. So if you had a partner that passed away, that could be indicated here up at the top, and you would already know that that happened or was going to happen. So this is not for you if you have no partner, if you have a partner and there's absolutely none of that in your life already. So just so you know. But the family here, it has to do with the family health. So maybe your partner wasn't doing well, trying to secure the health. Or there's insurance here, health insurance, difficulty with not being able to, you might have not seen the challenges, or the there's something being blocked from your view. So there's like problems with there's recurring troubles here. So, okay, so maybe you didn't know that this was going to happen in terms of the insurance aspect of it. And then now this is being brought to light because there is an ending that is the answer to something, a death that is the answer to something, a gift of finances, an abundance of flowers also, so for a casket, a meeting that secures, a meeting that is providing some sort of stability, that is a solid thing, it's a sure thing. This also could be like the end of someone's life where you are gifting them with flowers, and then there is a meeting of minds, of people, of hearts to celebrate this person. There's also an authority figure involved, though, with this burden. So there could be head trauma that was involved with this, something to do with some kind of head trauma, or there could have been some head of authority on a matter that involves the church as well. This could be like a funeral. You could be attending a funeral for somebody that you knew, or that, you know, this month, Taurus. But it could also be that your partner, your status has changed, whether it was you were someone's daughter, you were someone's husband, you were someone's wife, and they had passed, and now you've had the funeral, and there's some sort of insurance type thing that comes through for you that leads you to be financially abundant. And there's abundance that is being talked about as well. So there's like a lot of money that's being talked about or being viewed here, or could be even gossip about it, you know, because people have nothing better to do with their life. A lot of the time. The key, which is the answer, is the ending, right? The key that you can trust, the ending that you can trust. So everyone dies, right? So that's what that's saying. Everyone dies. It's an ending. It could be having to do with your own life insurance, that your career offers life insurance, and you're working to make sure that those who love you are being taken care of when you go as well. This could be like, you know, your first time dealing with that. But the ending that you can trust, and then where is the coffin? Everybody sees the coffin. So this also could be a viewing of somebody's coffin. And it could be options having to do with visitations because somebody had head trauma. So there could be whether to have a closed casket or not, because there's nothing on this side here. So I'm thinking that the it could have been somebody was instructed to keep a closed casket for whatever reason. Also, casket, the coffin, means endings or transitional periods in our life. So everybody might be seeing a transitional period that you're going through right now. And then you're going to make new connections, or there's connections that are promised, there's people linked to other people that you're going to have to deal with, in terms of maybe family secrets as well are being exposed. So you might not want everyone to know your business, you know, that's normal. The key, the coffin, everybody sees the ending that is the answer that is loyal or true for everyone. And then the key, yeah, that's down here. Where's the coffin? So key, coffin, and then the friend. There we go. Yes, everybody's viewing the friend. Okay, so everybody's loyal to a friend that everybody loved. So you could have had a friend that passed away, a friend of the family, and that's what this is all talking about. This friend would have been sick, would have been like a more wasting away type of thing over a long period of time because they were older. They a channel that a promise that things will stay the same, and then they end up diverting. So this could have been like some sort of aneurysm, an aneurysm having to do with head trauma. Movement that could have been there's some sort of movements or trips with the physical body, maybe with the limbs. Movement of the limbs could have been an issue. Movement visitations from they would have been visitors would have the head as well is kind of here, so visiting to see the face, and everybody wants to see, everybody sees this ending, so it's something that was coming for a while. This friends that visit, there's some trips here, visit this man. Illness of the man. This woman, this could be held at her house, or this could be her family. She's got a big heart. She loves a lot, but she's been heartbroken. The key is she's a good friend. She's probably gonna maybe be your friend, so I would keep an eye on that. She's the answer to a good friendship for you. A place of books. So this person could be work as a librarian, a teacher. She could also have a library in her house. There might be a lot of secrets in the family as well. What else do I do? This is like an observatory for me. If those of you that are visiting an observatory this month, a planetarium, some kind of observatory where you're going to look at the stars at night, that's really cool. That seems to be here, and it's at a distance as well. And this distance, there might be clouds. I really hope there aren't any difficulty seeing because of clouds. And they're seeing here, so challenges with seeing new things with a bunch of other people, exposing some sort of formality, or the sun. It's a report of some kind, so this could be the weather report. Another bad weather came in another reading as well. Commitments to new pathways in your life, or multiple different avenues of some kind of commitment. Might become annoying this month. You might feel drained with your obligations this month. You might feel that the traveling is maybe the truth about the traveling. You might need to express your truth about the traveling being too much for you. There's an investigatory thing over the past as well with this commitment, so you might be looking into, like, You know, what did you say in terms of this commitment? What was the agreement, the initial agreement that is now becoming kind of annoying? It might be because you have to learn something, or there might be secrets of the heart that are making this more draining. Those secrets or learning would be something you have to routinely do that's problematic. So maybe it's going to school is actually becoming a real taxing thing for you because the traveling, the commuting is too much in terms of your learning, you know. So you're not feeling as committed as to your schooling maybe at this time. So maybe you'll know that that's going to be something where you have to put even more effort in. So maybe not focus too much on the love or, you know, of course you want to focus on your health always, but you know, and being honest is also about what you're finding out. There's some kind of reporting back truthfully to somebody about something. So there's some wisdom here with this. Being truthful with yourself about how you really feel, investigating how you really feel, and what your truth is on this matter of commitment. And a relationship also could be, this could be a commitment to a man, could be kind of being draining right now. The visitations of a long distance relationship as well could be very draining. Yeah, not being able to see each other could be very draining. What else? So we're getting on close to an hour. Love. We'll just go into it because we want to do it. You could make some progress in love. Ladies could really have love going on in their subconscious mind. You might not know that you're in love, or you might be having some feeling heartbroken and you're just kind of pushing it down, not wanting to deal with it right now, because it's a burden to you. It's becoming a problem in your life or currently, and that might be because you're feeling depressed, like painful upgrades. You can't. Something that's confusing organization. Being confused about organization in your life, or putting things in perspective also is the Tower's perspective, I want to say. So confused about your perspective on the matter, in terms of some progress or painful progress that's come in, or some fast progress. You might have found some luck in love, and that comes in really quick, and it's like the answer is a friend, somebody who's loyal, that's been a friend to you, but you're feeling like you need to cut out this progress for some reason because it's confusing you. You're unable to see yourself anywhere but alone. You're having a hard time seeing yourself in a relationship with somebody else. There could be new to the dating scene as well. So if you're new to the dating scene, it would be hard. Maybe you could do a little bit of investigation or research about somebody's past first before committing to going down a path of commitment with somebody. Maybe holding back a little or taking away something, keeping your secrets close to your heart at this time, maybe not wanting to express yourself fully to somebody. It's saying if you are in a commitment, though, being truthful about how you feel within that commitment. Also, the snake and if you really like other women as well, or maybe you like older women, and there's maybe there's a lot of talk about that. Maybe that's your thing. Challenges of truth, commitments that make moves, and being strong. Whatever endings that are happening are a blessing, and you will be having pretty good social life at this time. Your friends, you can count on them. The social scene will be pretty, you'll be able to go to parties. It will be very secure. You're getting out there more. If you are a woman and you have been not dating, you will be dating. There's definitely like stopping a talent. You can't really stop a talent. You might feel blocked by creatively by making money from what your passion is. It's another thing. And maybe getting out there and having some fun and securing some time with friends and to socialize will help you strengthen your spiritual kind of connection to the matter, or strengthen your spirit. There we go. Also, there's diamonds here. There's decisions, suitors, being admonized by others, and this also could be about formalizing a relationship with a previous friend, and now becoming a partner, being each other's partners. So this is about committing yourself. There being many opportunities, but then the world saw you saw that as ending. Is seeing that as ending, and now there's commitments or connections that are promised. There's maybe an engagement of some kind, and this loyalty is being seen by others. So you're shutting the door on others' offers at this time, because you might be committing to somebody in a romantic situation. Unforeseen love that becomes a burden. So you might have not saw this coming, and it just all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm in a relationship now, and it's a sacrifice. Love that's a sacrifice. So to the abundance of maybe others that have been in your life, communicating with a lot of other men, older men. This could have been at the workplace as well. So you might have kind of put the word out hey, I'm getting hitched, don't bother me anymore. Yeah. Being alone, being committed. Connections to being connected to something else that's greater than yourself, and it's being a choice or a path of commitment. So that is also something that I see. It looks like connections within the home will be happy at this time. There might be some frustration or issues regarding work that might be challenging for some. An organization that might be kind of causing some confusion or conflict. It doesn't look like it will be too big of a problem. I see that there's some sort of blessing coming in terms of abundance of finances, or a gift of financial assets of some kind. This could come from a family member. Somebody could have bought somebody a home as well in the family as a gift. Maybe that's for the wedding. I'm not sure. Commitment, long term. This is the health. So also, you could be making a promise that's long term to your family or to your health. So you might want to get in touch with your spiritual health this month, and the key to that is feeling connected. So, you know, any kind of thing that connects you to something that's greater than yourself, or something that you commit to doing routinely, that's a spiritual kind of healthy thing, like this, like reading some cards every morning for yourself, or going for a run because you love to run, and it helps you clear your mind and get yourself focused, and helps you meditate in a way. Meditation daily. There's something routine that will help you with your psychic abilities as well. Maybe this could be smoking, an addiction to smoking as well. So a commitment to go another path, and there's a long-term health. Yep. So somebody who's a Taurus could be quitting smoking. I should take some notes. The luck that we have this month is in the gifts we receive, or our gifts. An unforeseen talent will come out this month. It could have to do with jewelry making, I will say that. Somebody could be getting into jewelry making. This also could be somebody getting an upgrade with something, or glow up. Could be a little glow up going on. So I see diamonds, I see cuts of something sparkly, something shiny, something that's connected, so cutting things that are connected, anything that has to do with like sewing or weaving, or making little trinkets. Maybe they're longer, like a bracelet or a necklace, or I always notice her décolletage here. She's got good décolletage, the Queen of Diamonds. So, you know, I see that this being like something that you wear around your neck. This could be a talent that you didn't even know you had, that you try and you start doing it. Also, it's something that you didn't see. So stars that you didn't see, connections that you didn't see coming, in terms of you can make a business from this. So you could literally learn something new this month, or try something new. You're really good at it, you find out, and you end up making a business out of it someday in the future. You could be dog walking for a side job, or securing dog sitting for a woman with brown hair and glasses this month, where you go and meet up at her place and stay over there and watch her dogs, her animals. She might have birds and dogs or cats. Might have a reptile as well. Like I said, endings that bring blessings. meetings about those talents or endings or gifts. Being seen as an authority over something, either difficult or spiritual. An authority on a spiritual matter could be meeting with you to discuss an ending that's been, something that's been beautiful that's ended in your life, or you might have had some financial gifts that have come in and you're meeting with an authority figure in order to gift them with some money, maybe do something philanthropic. Philanthropic, I say that correctly. A rock that's old, a ring that travels to the church. So, yeah, some of you could be getting married. Some of you could know somebody who's getting married. And then that marriage would happen at a church, or an organization, some kind of hall of some kind. So, and then, so then we have this. So there's a lot of commitments, a lot of money for this ring as well. An unforeseen love that burdens finances, worrying about what's your truth, what's true about this suitor, and being alone. That could be something. For those of you who are having difficulty finding your way down the road of commitment, because you just haven't been there before, or you not sure you're ready to do it all over again. All right, guys. Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your October month period reading for 2022. A little bit of a side note. I want to do something where, it's a reaction thing to Hocus Pocus 2 on the 30th of September, or maybe not a reaction, because I'm going to be laid up because I'm having some medical treatments done right before then, and I might not be in the mood to experience the world. It's bad enough, I'm kind of bumming right now when I do this, but I wanted to make sure I got these out to you. I like this new setup. Let me know in the comments if you like this setup, if this works for you. I just feel like when I have a camera stationary over a table, sometimes it's a little bit lazy feeling where I'm not as interactive. I want to be on my feet trying to and then tapping the areas that I'm looking at, and it kind of helps me focus. And so, yeah. Anyway, that was my method. So, Hocus Pocus 2, September 30th on Disney+. I'm a huge Hocus Pocus nerd. I don't know if you guys are. Put it in the comments. I want to hear about it. But the Hocus Pocus 2 is finally coming out after 100 years, right? I was 8 years old when the first one came out, maybe 7. And now I'm 33, going on 34. And the second one's coming out. So that's really cool. And the cast is pretty much all the same, I think. At least the three bad girls are, so that's cool. But I want to do something with that, so I don't know if I want to have I guess you can't do an interactive thing on Disney Plus, but maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I just want to celebrate it with somebody else, because I'm gonna be laid up and I'm gonna be all right, who can I talk to about this? Some forum or something. If I had a platform for that sort of thing, I would. Here, not so much. I don't think I'm going to do... I don't know if I would be even allowed to have the audio playing in the background while I do it, because it's so new and everything. I don't know if I would want to do that anyway. But yeah, so scratch that. But that's where I'm headed. Halloween's going to be busy for me. I'm probably not going to be doing readings around that time. So from the end of September to October, you might not hear much from me. So I wanted to do something like around the end of September, just to kind of like wrap up Halloween month. Maybe do a Halloween type tarot card unboxing and review. I want to start doing reviews of different cards. I have high hopes. We'll see where we go with it. But I hope you guys are having a great time, and that this reading helped you in some way, form, or just to kind of get some entertainment purposes, get something out of it. And I will talk to you guys in a couple months. Bye.